All right, the threat and the possibility of a strike in Iran, bad inflation numbers, and more trouble for Nvidia, combine all of that, and you've got a 650-point drop for the Dow and a 173-point drop for the NASDAQ. Here we go. Another win for President Trump. A federal judge will allow construction to move forward on his $400 million ballroom. An historical group tried to stop the work with a legal challenge. Trump celebrating the win on Truth Social. He writes, the judge on the case of what will be the most beautiful ballroom anywhere in the world has just thrown out and completely erased the effort to stop its construction. And he added, the ballroom construction is ahead of schedule and under budget. And now this. A bipartisan bill looks to make good on Trump's promise to make home ownership more affordable. Connor Hansen on Capitol Hill. Connor, tell us about this, the 21st Century Housing Act.
Hi, Stuart. Senate Majority Leader John Thune says a vote on this bill could come as early as next week as lawmakers work to add in President Trump's mandate to ban institutional investors from buying up single-family homes.
The premise is very simple. We want to make certain that single-family homes are available to American citizens to be able to build their version of the American dream, and not have single-family homes be sucked up by Wall Street firms that jack up prices and keep people as perpetual renters.
Ohio Senator Bernie Moreno says he's been working with the White House on the language and that it could be ready in the next day or so. That could be added to an existing bipartisan housing bill. That's the Housing for the 21st Century Act. It passed the Senate Banking Committee unanimously last year and cleared the House this month with overwhelming support. It aims to ease regulations, expand financing options, and boost supply. Added language could ban investors that already own more than 100 single-family homes from buying any more. That idea has faced some pushback, but does have bipartisan support. Senator Elizabeth Warren says she has been working with the president on this issue.
You know, it's just not fair to a first-time home buyer who comes in, they pick a house, they've got their financing in place, and then it gets scooped up by some billionaire investor who can pay all cash.
And yesterday, despite their many policy disagreements, President Trump and socialist New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani met in the Oval Office to discuss building more housing. And all of this, of course, comes as the average 30-year mortgage rates go below 6% for the first time in years. Stuart.
All right, Connor, thanks very much. Now this, a new rule in Washington state could block people from selling their home without first asking the government for approval. Oh, Jason Rantz joining us now. I can't believe that's legal.
I mean, we'll find out if it's legal. I mean, the problem is we always get these crazy policies. They end up going through the court system, and as you know, they can take years. And in all of that, of course, you're now inspiring other city governments and county governments, or even, God forbid, in this case, the state, to do the exact same thing.
But why do they want you to ask permission from the government to sell your house?
Well, it's not quite asking permission. It's actually, I would say, a little bit worse than that. You have to go through a system to get an energy rating on your home. And they're forcing this. You have to pay for it. It could cost up to $300, and they're looking at HVAC systems, insulation, your windows, your energy bills, and you get graded on this on a scale of 1 to 100. And then before you go for sale, you have to disclose this to potential buyers. And the whole thinking is, well, if you have a low grade, you're going to then put more money into different technologies to bring your score up, which is better for the environment, they argue. But of course, this is going to have an impact on the actual market, where you're already struggling right now with housing affordability. Now you're putting additional costs on the sales of these homes. That doesn't seem very wise.
You've got to go through the bureaucracy. Of an HVAC rating.
Which likely will change on a dime.
Absolutely it will. And you're dealing with government bureaucrats who are going to take their sweet time.
Exactly.
And the market will leave you behind. Anyway, I'm getting carried away. One more for you, Jason. We've got a new report, and it shows Washington State ranked last in police officers per capita. The state's officer rate dropped to 1.37 per 1,000 residents. I think that's the lowest in the country. Why don't cops want to work in Washington State? Well,
we had years of police defunding that, while that changed a little bit in the rhetoric that was being used from the Democrats, unfortunately, the rhetoric is still there. They're still dramatically anti-cop. And you've got lots of policies that basically say you can't actually be a police officer. You can't make arrests and expect that a drug dealer is going to truly be charged. And that's the reality. Now, it's changed in some areas. There are parts of the state that have seen some successes, but still in places like Seattle, Tacoma, Washington, Spokane, the complaint is essentially you're not allowing cops to be cops.
And they're short. They're really short.
They're very short. So in Seattle specifically, just to get where we're supposed to be for a city of our size, probably need about 600 more cops. That's going to take about a decade to hit. And that's, of course, assuming that goal doesn't change and the population doesn't change, which, of course, it's going to. That's a problem. We're not going to be able to fix that. And bad guys, they know that.
Any update on Mandami and the mob who pelted the police officers? Any update on that?
I mean, the update is that I think
you're in New York.
I'm in New York, but they made the arrest. I think this is one of those perfect examples of when you don't have a mayor who's backing your police force, the police force notices, and there are consequences as a result of that. We're seeing that all across the country.
We've been running this video for a week. I think we can run it again. Cops being pelted with chunks of ice.
Oh, no, it was a snowball fight, apparently.
That's ridiculous. And 2 of them went to the hospital, for heaven's sake. And 1 suspect was caught, but they're not going to charge him criminally. It's like a misdemeanor, that's it. And this guy was, I think, 27 years old. He wasn't a kid. And 3 weeks ago, he'd been arrested on charges of attempted robbery.
Well, that's the most shocking news ever. This person has a potential history. Here's how you judge this. If someone did the exact same thing to the mayor with that snowball, tell me what would happen.
In prison.
Exactly.
Guaranteed. That's an assault. Jason, it's great to have you in New York.
Good to see you.
Thank you for being here. Appreciate it.